Hey, welcome back to the Monsters in the Morning on Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live on iHeartRadio everywhere in the world. As the audience knows, I'm thrilled right now. As really my favorite celebrity, rock star, favorite author of all time is on the line with us right now. It's Paul Stanley of Kiss. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Russ. You know, any day that I wake up is going to be a good day. I woke up today.
Well, you know what? Not only do you wake up, you are always busy. I follow you on Instagram and on everything. And I just recently went to the End of the Road tour. It was absolute. Look, I've been to every concert tour that there's been since I think a Dynasty tour. I don't know what it was about this one. This was my favorite concert ever. I got all emotional at the end.
Oh, totally. It's this amazing night where we really get to have that last time with people, and we know it, and they know it, and to top it off, the production, the stage. I mean, I don't have to tell you; you can tell everybody else. It's bar none the greatest thing out there.
Yeah, biggest, best Kiss concert I've seen, and I, of course, I'm very gullible, but I fully believe when you're saying thank you to everybody, and you're like, we love you. I really believe that you believe that. It doesn't seem like it's a gimmick. It seems like you really are thanking the audience.
The audience made my life possible. Whatever I've done in my life is because the audience gave me the means to be able to do it, and to be able to play music and be on the stage. Yeah, I love those people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all we owe them everything, and I want to make sure, and we wanted to go out with a show that made everybody, I don't know, it validated for everybody why they loved us, and people who had never seen us before are at the show going, why didn't I get on this train earlier?
Hey, and you just said the word validate, and I think you hit it right on the head. When you're a Kiss fan, as you know, when you're a Kiss fan, when you were younger, everyone kind of goofed on you, or they were like, oh, Kiss, they suck, or whatever. But as a Kiss fan, you stood behind the band, and for whatever reason, every time I listen to Tom Morello's introduction of you guys in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I tear up because it's almost like validation. I know you didn't need that from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but does it hit you the same way?
Sure. To see other people in bands or other walks of life who've been inspired by us, not necessarily even musically, is amazing. And Tom did a phenomenal job. And when we do shows and see a lot of other bands and other entertainers showing up, yeah, I have to say I like that a lot. And in some ways it's connected to Backstage Pass or my new book and the one before it, Face the Music. So I'm blessed to be in a position where I think it's important for me to not live on the pedestal that some people put me on, but come off it and tell people, hey, I'm just like you. And that's comforting for me and probably for other people. So what I did with Backstage Pass was try to lead by example. We've all needed some advice at times, and when you go to somebody and they say to you, if I were you, I would, you go, well, you're not me. You lost me already because you don't have my life, you don't have my history, you don't have the things I've gone through. So what I tried to do was say, here are some of the things that I've been through in my life, and here's how I dealt with them. And it seems to be a lot more effective.
Yeah, I love the book, and I love the fact that you start the book with kind of talking about how you have changed some of your point of view since the last book. And the entire first part about your father, I found very interesting. I just recently lost my dad, and to see that you had some, you reconciled with your father, and that you guys are so much closer now. It was a great story.
Well, it would be weird, I think, that if you wrote a sequel about yourself and your second book was just like the first book. Life is about learning, and life is about experiencing and what happens along the way. So, surprise for some, and maybe for me, that you always have to be open to the possibility that things are different. My dad and I just love my dad, and I love being with him, and there was a time where that wasn't the case. And to have him 99 years old and as sharp as a tack is a blessing.
Hey, when you first started Kiss, Paul, and the first time your dad maybe saw you perform or saw, the outfits or saw what you were doing, I mean, was it difficult at home? Did he not understand at first?
Well, sure. There was no precedent for it. So when you see your son on stage with makeup and high heels with a guitar between his legs, you have to scratch your head and go, what did I do wrong or what did I do right?
Right.
So sure, it was a time of trying to wrap his head around it, but he had the support of 18,000 other people.
Right.
At the arena.
Hey, I see that you have a new Soul Station album. Is it coming out soon, or are you just recording it now?
It's almost done, but we're going to wait because it really deserves full attention and my full commitment. So until we can do some great live performances, the band is amazing live, and until we can promote it the way we should, it's just going to simmer. But it's really just mind-blowing good. These are songs that, for one reason or another, have been relegated to samples on a rap tune, and I don't want to hear background music for a rhyme. I want to hear those songs, and this band is 13 people strong, and everybody's played with Smokey and Stevie and the Temps and Natalie Cole and Whitney Houston, and we knocked those songs out of the park.
Hey, do you get any backlash from Kiss fans for doing something that is not in their genre? Do you get any hate for that?
I'm sure there are some people who'd rather me doing a Kiss album or something like that, but when you sign on with me, you understand that we're both in this together, and sometimes I have to do what I need to do, and that's part of the joy and the reward for me. So I would rather do a great Soul Station album right now than tamper with Kiss or the Kiss legacy and do something that I'm really not feeling at the moment.
Hey, Paul, thank you so much for taking time to call. The book is called Backstage Pass. It is just as great as the last book, and both are awesome. It's available now everywhere on Amazon, wherever you want to get your books. And Paul Stanley, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Always my pleasure.
All right, take care. There you go. All right, we'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to Detective Barb. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
Need to hear someone else's opinions before making your own.
You know what that is? I think that's the other person on the line at the same time, the booking agent.
You think so?
I do, because it seemed like he couldn't hear it or whatever, or he was just farting the whole time. Oh my God.